we go. It is live. All right, here it is, guys. The RipCurrent. I'll get in here close. The light on. This is my ride home. I rode it to work. You can see right here, this actually does go all the way in. It's a tight fit. Oh, there. It's a tight fit, but it does work. This is my lock, which I like, and then it's got another one here, but obviously I wouldn't be able to get it in here, so I don't quite know what you could use that for, but something, I'm sure. There's probably one that's like a side mount, I would imagine. But yeah, so it's really nice. The torque sensing obviously works the same way. I was very happily surprised, and not that I was expecting anything different. I was gonna see if I could take it out of the sand and give it a whirl. There, here's the seat. That part's cool. This is an option. I really like that. It does smooth things out. If you're wondering too, I'm 5'8". This is a medium, and one of the things I noticed differences between this and the CrossCurrent is the handlebars do you do lean forward more. So it's something to be aware of. They do have another option, they were saying, where they can raise this up so it's a more comfortable, or just kind of a different setting. It just depends on how you like to ride. People like different things. I'm just telling you what the difference between this and the CrossCurrent is. Also, one of the things I noticed on this guy, you can see the battery here. This one, that you turn this guy on and off. With a CrossCurrent, it's just always kind of on, so you just trigger it up around here at this button. You can probably see the button right here. And so both of them turn on like that, but if you don't push this button here on the battery, then it doesn't turn on. So just FYI. So we're gonna start the commute here. If y'all have any questions, by the way, this is gonna spin around. If you have any questions, let me know. And I'm gonna see you too. I think we can go in the sand pit over there, give that a shot. Let's see, we're gonna spin that slightly and adjust that. So bear with me. Good to go. All right. We're off to the race. Let's do this. So you definitely feel there's more mass, for sure. So it's gonna take me a while to get back into the mindset. Here's a bump test. Right there, nice. You do have to get more into the mindset of, yeah, I got my light on. It's just a larger profile bike, so it feels more like, I don't know, this one feels kind of like a little motorcycle almost. But then, so did my other, the Rad. I was gonna film this morning, but I found it was too foggy. When it's gray, the 360 doesn't come out as well. Right now it's really crisp and blue. So I should probably deflate the tires a bit, but I'm not really gonna bother doing that. Here's the sand right here. Getting a live shot of me doing this. So yeah, here we go. We're just gonna drop right in. Boom. Now we're on the sand. Okay. Ooh. Nice. Okay, this definitely handles way better. That's impressive. Okay, see, at some point, it does get a little, this is thick, loose sand, but it's doing a lot better. Oh, some fireworks. Handles a lot better than the Rad. The Rad, like, I have to really help it. Now, I should have downshifted, so let's do that. Really testing the crap out of this right now. All right. Yeah, it's thick sand. You can see this. Just shift over here. Hang on a second. There we go. First gear. So you can do it. I haven't deflated the tires. It's similar, I'll put it this, it handles better than the Rad does at sand. Now this is more compact. That sand you can see it's that puffier like you see at the beach, very dry. So I'm in shape, I'm still breathing here. But yeah, I mean, I can still tool around here. It's more compact right in this section. But the motor's pretty good. There we go. Okay, here, see? Come on, go off. There we go. Yeah, see, that's not too bad. I think that's a good test for now. Not too shabby. So, let's get it out. Wait for this guy to go by. Through here. Oh, hang on, I think somebody had a question. Yeah, somebody's saying that they like the power button or switch on the battery. It turns off everything. I tell you this, it's nice when you just want to turn off the, it's funny how you think about it, but I'm noticing where it was kind of a pain, but then you're right, in some ways maybe it's nice too. This thing's a beast. All right, so there's some glass. Where it's a bonus is pushing it. I don't know. See, actually, I don't necessarily think it's a bonus. For me, it's a pain. The RipCurrent, it was just always on, and I kind of like that better. Hang on, I don't have anything set the way I want it right now. Let me reset. But yeah, and then what I noticed too is like I wanted to turn it on, so I came to my bike and I clicked, and I was holding this guy, and I'm like, hey, it's not turning on. So here, and so I had to remember to push the button to turn it on. So I guess it all depends on how you're looking at it. So let's get into sport mode. I'm in first gear right now. What was the other one? The kinetic seat. So somebody's asking me also about what I think about the seat, and I do like it. Let's crank it up now. What I'm also noticing is this thing seems faster. Kind of a double thing going on. It feels faster. I don't know if it necessarily is. It still says on the speedometer is doing 28, but there's something about this much mass moving where it feels that way. But this back to the seat. Yeah, I do like it. It's nice. It does. It takes a lot of the shock out, which is great. But these seats, the one thing I do say is these seats are a little more firm than some of the others I've tried, but it's still nice. But yeah, it's worth it. I don't know, like I've got a post seat as well, which has a spring like a cheaper one. It's not this nice. This one obviously does work better, so it depends on what you're trying to go for. But I do like it. Feels good. Cool. So 20. I don't know what kind of bike that is. That looks like it's a standard bike. We're just gonna hang back. We're gonna only do 20 miles an hour. So right now I'm in sport mode. If I just pedal chill, it'll keep me at 20. Right now I'm going to do that. There's some traffic up here, plus this guy I'm in, and I'm on the trail. I'm not supposed to do more than 20. Cool dog. It's got a good feel to it though. Just kind of getting used to everything. What else is saying something? Yeah, what is it? Yeah, they are. They're 4-inch tires. You know, I'll have to look at them. I want to say they are. But he did say they're the road tire. They're not like the knobby ones. So, well, let me just, actually, let's get out. Let's go take a peek here. Should say on the sidewall. Just give me a sec. Yeah, 26 by 4. They're the 4-inch. Yep. Oh, here's they have the hockey rink, and they're rocking out to. Probably gonna get a copyright infringement, but it's like by proxy. It's not me playing that music. That's RAT, R-A-T-T, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that is RAT. It is RAT. For those of you that know, that's late 80s rock music, yeah. RAT? Help me out, people. Someone Google that for me. I had one of their albums. This is cool too on the what's the crankshaft here. They have a thing to make sure the chain doesn't pop off, which is nice. That right there, that bump is really where it's nice having this Connect seat post. Really smooths it out. Beautiful day here in Southern California. Oh yeah, I can do cruise control. I always forget about that. It's kind of nice though. But if you want to get exercise, you definitely want this torque sensing. Because the more you pedal, and it's not that it's so much harder on your legs, but you do exercise more, better than if you did. Can't speak today. Sorry, guys. There. Now the cruise control kicked in. Oops. Let's go this way. Okay, that was kind of cheating. I'm not trying to be, hopefully y'all didn't take that the wrong way. Ah, birds. Damn, this thing hauls. Feels really fast. Yeah, that seat post helps. I'm trying to hit some extra bumps. And one thing I haven't done, and I hope it doesn't happen on this, is get a flat tire. I didn't even look to see what's involved changing the flat. I would imagine it's like the Rad Rover. Alright, hang on, some other people are saying some stuff. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that is one thing nice. See, I wouldn't have attempted that on the cross current. But when you got the fat tire bike, that's the part that's fun, is just going off-road, and you have at least options, you know, which I like. Let's see if there is a... Get over here. There's a basketball game going on. Okay, so one bolt there. Yeah, it's similar. It's kind of a similar, it's a 750 watt engine, but it's a similar cable. Looks like a newer, thinner cable than what's on my Rad. Is like a thicker one. Here we could just go fly off the curb. Yeah, I'd say so, depending on what you're looking for. If you're on the fence on whether or not to get a cross current or rip current, really depends on what you're looking to do. One of the other things I was wondering is if you put a knobby tire on the cross current, it could kind of be more like an agile type of off-road e-bike. Because everything, these things are very similar. This one's got a lot more girth. I don't know if you can see that on the 360, but if you pan down here with the battery, this battery is a beast, and then the down tube is also a beast because it's the same width as the battery, or a little bigger, obviously. But yeah, here, right through here, the connection might get a little sketchy. Just so y'all know. We're either going to go straight or we're turning. What else? Somebody else says. That sounds about right. Somebody's asking about PSI tire pressure. Oh, let's just go. I'm not going red. It's actually green. It's just that way is red. So nobody get upset. The PSI, yes. So if you're like doing sand or something like that, 5 PSI, and then 30 sounds a little high on the high end. Usually I think around 20. It's funny how it works. I don't know why it is that the thin ones are usually a higher PSI. But yeah, so that is correct. In general, I wouldn't say 30. Oh man, somebody's barbecuing. That's the one thing that's frustrating. On your way home when you're starving and then everybody's cooking. Can we go this way? Just trying to like sneak over that way. Sometimes I catch the lights just right, sometimes I don't. Oh, there we go. Sweet. That guy just blew through the light.
No, he's older than that, but he's really fat. Do you have a battery on this one?
I don't know, it's the first time I've seen him.
No, he's really dangerous.
That's pretty dangerous what he did.
Well, he came on, he was ahead of me.
Yeah, that guy.
Then he keeps looking like this. And then I thought he was going to turn. He looks like he's going to turn. He lets me go ahead of him. Then he sucks the wheel for a little bit. Then he disappeared.
He's looking for people to pass on a 10-mile stretch. Probably not doing a 50-mile ride.
But he doesn't play like this.
Somebody says you have to put a, you have to remove the fenders and put on a different tire, I bet. Yeah, that's a possibility. Here's some guys complaining about this guy up here that blew by the, he went through the red light really fast, which was dangerous. And so yeah, they were commenting on that. Now he's right over there in the turn lane. Why he's waiting, I have no idea. Okay, we got the, so we're gonna go for it. Should be okay. Okay, also what I notice is like this one, I usually end up more in 8th gear. Like I'm in 8th gear right now, full speed, 28 point something, or 27 point something miles per hour. like you're on a heavier bike, you know, when you compare the two. But it's not dramatically different because of the way, you can tell the way they've engineered it. There's a lot more mass, obviously, but it's like you can kind of tell and you kind of can't. I don't know how to explain it, but okay, when you start out, they say you put your accelerator on, it does get you going faster, which it does. If that light's green already, we're gonna hit a, right, yeah, there it goes. There's no point in wasting precious energy. These fenders, they're made out of, I don't know if it's metal, like a metal or plastic. I haven't really detailed them yet. And I usually go over to this button because the other one takes forever. This one's there we go. It's green. Oh, those guys are. Yeah. Try to not annoy anybody. We're heading over to where my ducks usually hang out. There's the 5 freeway. Made it across both 405 and the 5. There they are right there, the ducks. Baby ducks. I'd stop, do a duck cam, but I gotta get home. I should have looked at too is how many miles were on this thing when I first started. Subtract it out, I guess. $38, something like that. Yeah, I mean, same thing. It's really just whether or not you want a fat tire bike and go off-roading. It's right there and right here. Those are the two spots where you feel this. I'm jumping around subjects, I apologize. But there's a lot to say. But yeah, Otherwise, it's basically the same. Like the handlebar layout's the same, has the same same type of brakes. They're a little different though. This is just more heavy duty. I'll say that. I shouldn't say what I'm not confident of, and I'm sure it's a heavier duty version, but it feels very similar. So they've done a good job of that. Hang on, there's a question. How's it riding? It's riding very well. Like I said, it takes a little bit of getting used to, just because I got used to the cross current. Funny part is when I first started the cross current, it took me a while to get used to that. It took a while to get used to the balance, and then ended up getting very comfortable with that bike. It was like an extension of me. Felt great. This just feels, it's a little heavier, feels heavier in a way. So there's more stuff going on. The handlebars, I kind of lean over more too. Yeah, which is interesting because this is a medium frame. The cross current that they let me borrow was a large frame. So you would think the large frame on the cross current, I would actually be leaning over more. This one I'm leaning over more than I was in the cross current. So I find that's kind of interesting difference. I don't know what that's about per se, but I like it. It's got a good ride. I'll tell you this, when you compare a bike like this to the Rad Rover, the Rad, it's a great bike, but then it, as I keep beating up on, but it's that torque sensing that really makes a huge difference. So I've got a few videos on that if you take a peek at it. Yeah, we're just kind of listening to see if there's any other.
Sorry about that.
Hey, no problem. It's okay. It's all good.
I'm just not messing around.
Hey, no, it's all good. Thanks, man. Have a good one. Thank you. That was funny. Yeah, no big deal. We're going through this tunnel. I don't know if we're going to lose reception. Half the time I'm amazed that we are able to, I'm able to even do this. Like, okay, what is somebody saying? There's a few, okay, I think our connection's back. Thank you. Alright, what is that now? How does it feel to compare to the Rad Rover in regards to speed and torque sensing? So the Rad Rover just doesn't have it, at least at their current state. I don't think they have the torque sensing. To me, that's a total game changer. I love it because you do want to pedal more. Now I'm not pedaling right now because I'm trying to describe what's going on. But the Rad's a good bike. It's just, as far as I would say the technology, I don't really see where they've expanded much on their technology. Somebody's barbecuing. Really, that smells really good. That's like hot dogs or something. So, still a good bike. Just not as good as this. But then I will say the stance is a little different. Like the Rad stance, I'm not leaning over as much. This one I'm kind of leaning over more. I don't know why that is. I'll go a little slower because I can't see where I'm going because of the sun. Yeah, but I am just getting used to this bike. I haven't really even adjusted much. I put my camera mount and various things on. I got the bike light back here, this rechargeable one that I added, just because I don't like to have to push the button, and I always forget to push or to turn the rear light off sometimes. And anyway, prefer rechargeable, which is what I got on this thing right now. But this has a good feel to it. I can't complain. I'm excited to try it off-road too, but as far as a commuter, it's good. I really like it. Like I said, it's the Rad 2. I talk about the feel. On my Rad, I just put on some really knobby tires for off-roading, so it's hard to compare. It's a Ninja bike. See, this one's got a smoother sound to it. You can probably hear 20 miles an hour, smoother tires. Now this thing can go pretty far. I think it's distance-wise even, the way they've hooked me up with this battery, I can go much further than the Rat ever could, the one I bought 2 years ago. So there we go, green light. Had the post kicked in again. I do like that post. But anywho, I just wanted to give you guys a kind of a live stream commute. I know the quality's not as great. You gotta watch out for pine cones, they will jack up your tires. This gave you, that's it. That's the end of the road. So you guys have a good one. I will try to post some higher quality video footage so you can see maybe better, higher quality stuff. Well, I appreciate y'all watching, and